Hey, hey, hey. You know what time it is.
It's time for the heart-to-heart journey to unconditional love. Hi
That's
there.
right. Absolutely. That's right. I am your host, Elaine Bloomer. That is my co-host, Harlan Brown. And Harlan Brown, what's up? What's up? What's up? What's up?
What it do? What's going on? What we getting into?
We getting into first of all, again, holiday season. We want to give more scholarships out. Please cop a t-shirt. Please
Yeah,
cop a t-shirt.
how
Share
pretty.
with
Look
us
how
this.
pretty.
Please cop a t-shirt. I got the purple on today. I ain't really my color, but I figured
Hmm.
I'd throw something on a little different. Harlan Brown got the gray rocking over there. So
Yay.
we just want to raise more funds so that we can send more kids to college, give more money to children so that they can move and matriculate through college. College was the best time of my life, and I thank God for it. I know I made some crazy things, did some crazy stuff, but it was the best time of my life. I came out unscathed. I'm good. Was able to live my life, have a professional career, and I'm good. I love it. But just wanted to just talk about that and make sure that you understand that 100% of these selling these t-shirts go to the kids for scholarships. So I know it's a shameless plug, but that's what I do this for. That's what
No,
I do this for.
go
You
ahead
know,
and plug it because we need to plug it. And
you know.
definitely
I don't
use
know if you remember this
the
commercial.
message.
I'm dating. Yeah, I'm dating myself, but there used to be this tall guy, and he used to was a basketball player. He was shooting at a basket. And he'd be like, "This one's for the kids," and he kept missing. He kept missing. And it was so funny. I love that commercial. And every time I talk about, a lot of people don't remember that, but I remember his voice and everything. Like these ones for the kids, and he would miss the hook shot, and it's crazy. But this one is for the kids.
Mhm.
Heart to Heart Journey to Unconditional Love podcast t-shirt. Cop one. Please support. Please support. Please support. So let's get the reason why you joined today. We gonna go right into it, Harlan Brown. We going to just talking 7. We're just coming just talking 6, right? And we
Yes.
numbered them because hey, we numbered them. We just said, wait, let's do something different. So we numbering them, and we had talked about the approach. We had talked about enjoying the journey. Now we're talking
Right.
about the approach because it's your approach, it's your outlook that determines your output. And I don't think a lot of people really understand that phrase, but your outlook on the way that you look at things and how they want to go. You want nobody. I don't think anybody wants anything to go wrong,
Right.
but the skepticism from the past hurts, the previous cats, the all the hurt, the pain, the scars that you've had, puts you in a mode where your approach to a relationship is different. Think about it. It's not as innocent as it was when you first met somebody that you was really attracted to, and it was like, I hope he comes talk to me. I hope she comes talk to me. Oh, what should I say? Oh, they're coming over. What should I say? And you have that anxiety, but that good, fiery anxiety, that anticipation, that real happiness, that joy that you might be engaged in a conversation that might lead to you being with someone you have a big crush on. Right?
Yeah.
Talk about it. I know you've had several of those. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. But I know it's happened like, oh man, he's so fine, or wow, or she's oh my God, I can't wait. And I know you've had that. So talk to us, Harlan Brown. Talk to us about the approach and how we can get that joy back, even at this age that we're at now.
This age that you're at now, you have to decide whether you want that joy or not because you have so many walls and so many distractions and so many things to deter you from being and allowing yourself to enjoy that. I think it's available to you. You just have to want it. And you have to have the courage enough to step forward to get it. I think a lot of times when we get in these situations and we do see somebody that gives us butterflies and we're just so excited to see them and we get so happy, I think that happiness and that glee to see them sometimes makes the other person just feel like, what you trying, like, what are you trying to do? Like, what do you want? And it's and the skepticism and past scars always make you think twice about, well, I'm not going down that road again because I've been hurt so bad. But
Yeah.
you don't understand that other person that's giving you all of that,
Yeah.
they've been hurt too. But they
Yeah.
decided, you know what, I'm pushing that to the side and I'm going to give this an opportunity again. I don't think that I want to stay like guarded my whole entire life, right? I've been guarded a lot. I've been doing a lot of things and it comes to with us always trying to make sure that, I'm fixing myself, I'm healing myself, I'm doing this for myself. You will never know if you are healed until you get tested. That's
Until you get
why
tested.
when
Oh,
people tell
say that
me,
again. Say that again.
you'll never know if you're healed unless you are tested by what you think you're healed from. Because there's a lot of women who told me 1,000 times, I'm celibate. Of course you are. There's no men.
Yeah.
So you have no choice. So
Yeah.
celibacy is easy because I'm not
Yeah.
attracted to any of these guys, right?
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
but the one time that one guy come along, you be like, I don't know, I think I'm gonna try with him. So come on, let's all be honest with the self work that we do, because
Mhm.
I am a avid believer in, yes, there's a lot of work that you need to do to heal from past hurts. But there'll be times that you need grace, because there'll be times where something may trigger anything that you may kind of like shut down or something. But at the end of the day, isn't it isn't it more for you to be able to enjoy life if you would just push it to the side? We've all failed. We've all fall short. We've all had incidences where things just didn't work out, because if we didn't, we wouldn't be single, right?
Yeah.
We're
And
single because
I
we've been
like
through
that.
some things before.
I like that. I like what you just said. That's talking point 8. And we're gonna end it right there at that last one, because what you just said is so, man. It has a revelation to it. You're good. Like I'm fixed, but you don't really know if you fixed until you take the leap of faith and actually test yourself to do it. And
And if you
again,
take that
you know
leap,
what? We're talking about all of this. We're talking about all of this. There's where's your faith? And well, I'm not gonna go out there, put myself out there because I don't want to get hurt. I don't whatever. There's nothing that's gonna guard you from hurting. It's just part of life. You can't even guard your kids from being hurt. You can't guard your parents from being hurt. You can't guard your grandmother and them. They're gonna at some point suffer that, because that's just part of life, because you have to go through all the emotions of life in order for it to be called life. If you didn't have those emotions, it wouldn't be called life. You wouldn't even be amongst the land of the living, because you'll be living a perfect world, and there's no one perfect here at all. So to test yourself, put yourself in the mindset of taking that leap of faith, and wholeheartedly, not I'm gonna put one foot out, and you know how you about to go in the pool and you
testing
test
the waters.
the waters, like I'm gonna let me put one. Don't you remember you had your friends that would do that, and the water splashing up and then go back, but then you had the ones who just jump in. Think about this. And I'm glad I said that. See, God just gave me something. Think about how much fun it looked like when that person just jumped in, and they were like, and they laughing and smiling and joking. It's like, it's great, and they feel great. But you standing there, testing the waters that way, there's
Yeah.
nothing happening. There's no joy. There's no laughter. There's no
There's
nothing.
no
You're afraid. So when
you
you
wasted your whole time testing and poking and I didn't know, I didn't know, I didn't know. And
yeah
we can't do things like that. We
yeah
just can't do things like that because
yeah
it doesn't equate to anything. That's the say that equates to trying.
That's it.
Trying to
And
get
where
into
does trying to get you?
instead of then it equates to trying.
And where does that get you?
Nowhere. But if you jumped in the
Keep you in
water,
the
you
same place.
actually did it,
Yeah.
right? You actually did it. And that's my
Yeah.
thing. I think because the same walls that you put up to make sure that you're not hurt are the same walls that you're blocking anything from coming in. So nothing is going out and nothing is going in because you got those
Right.
walls. And when you relinquish those walls and stop making excuses, and when I say excuses, the walls are just basically excuses.
Yeah.
You can come up with a thousand walls, right? Well,
Yeah.
I got this going on, and I got to do this, and last time this happened, and I am not trying to fall in the trap of this happening again, and I'm not doing this, and I'm not doing that. Okay, so where is the but I'm a Christian. I go to church every Sunday. Okay, that's great.
Right.
But
How?
we like there's faith in it for everything else. But are you really giving God your heart? Are you really giving God your heart? And are you really saying, God, I'm putting you first in this? Because that's the only way you can do it. God, I'm putting you first in this. I like this person. Yeah, you already know because I done prayed about it before.
Yeah.
And I'm putting you first in this. And I'm walking behind you, but I'm still walking forward. I'm going to say what I need to say, but I'm still walking forward. But I'm still prayerful in everything that I say. I'm still being mindful and being like, Lord, like, show me what I need to see. Help me with this decision. But when we're sitting there fixing ourselves 24 hours a day and we're not testing it, I am the best person in the world in my house by myself.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
As soon as I go outside and somebody tests me, I get cut off, or I go into a store and the person is rude. I done prayed all morning. I'm holy. Right. So when you tell me you need to get to the back of the line because we don't have to, and where's my holy, right? Am I, who does she think she's talking to, and why is she talking to me? Where is all of that? I think we get so caught up in trying to be this and giving the responses of like the holier than thou Christian person. Like, stop playing. You come across times where, guess what? You as a Christian get disappointed. You have prayed for something that maybe God didn't think that was for you. You got something different, but it wasn't what God had what you had in mind. So let's start being real, because I think that's what pushes people away from this whole thing, that we're not being real enough to say, yeah, I got disappointed one time. I got hurt one time, but I'm still trusting God on this because I know He has something better.
But here you go. Even if you got many times, God is still in your midst if you allow Him to be there. And most of the times you did it on your own, so you didn't feel it because you wanted to go about this on your own. You didn't seek God to say, hey, bring me somebody. You didn't seek God to say this. Or you did it with, here's the approach. You did it with, God, send me somebody, please, because I can't do it by myself. The approach is always the approach and the presentation. I love this. And I thought I talked about this, baby. The podcast is way back, but it was the Cosby Show where, he asked Theo what was his favorite meal, steak and potatoes, whatever. And then he said, I'm going to serve it to you on a garbage can, on the top of a garbage can. It's the presentation. Basically, what he was trying to say is it's your presentation, your approach to why you're not getting what you want and going about doing it. Your approach to God, even if, because I know I've gotten a lot of those. I done prayed to God and He ain't hearing me. He ain't hearing you because of your presentation. Because you want to help Him find you somebody, you got, and I'm gonna go to this because this was the scenario I wanted to for people to see. You put you know how when you going through traffic and there's construction, you putting up all them orange barrels around you. You're putting the detour signs because of your approach. This is what people are seeing from you. Really take in what I'm saying, audience. We're having a heart-to-heart. We're just talking, but this is what people see. Just imagine they see you and all they see is orange barrels and detour signs because that's what you're putting up. Visualize that. And then you can realize your approach to this relationship is and how it's going about. That's why it's not going anywhere. That's why you're not having success. That's not why it's not, going further. It's because of that visual I just gave you. Detour signs, orange barrels. What's that? The median brick, the brick median, one lane.
Right.
Because if only one person, if a person only had one lane to get to you, think about that. If I only got one lane to get to you, I mean, and that approach is, I don't know. I gotta call you. I can't text you. I can't take you here, but I gotta do this. I gotta just do one thing with you. Visualize that too. You're not giving a person options to meet you where you are.
No, because you're blocking them, because you're not giving yourself 100%. You are giving somebody a percentage of you to test the waters. Well, let's see if I give you this 25%, how you gonna act with that? And how you gonna act with the 50%?
Yeah.
Now think about it this way. I'm giving you 100%, you're giving me 25% to see how I handle that 25%, right? I'm gonna stick it out. Now you're giving me 50% to see how I handle that 50%.
Yeah.
I'm sticking it out. You give me 75%, and all this time, keep remembering, I'm giving you 100%, right? By the time you get to, well, maybe I can 100%, like, I'm tired.
I'm
I'm
out.
tired.
See you.
I'm tired because I've been giving and giving and giving and giving to show you that I can be safe. I am okay. I am in it with you. It's nothing that we need to guard. I'm not guarding because I want you to see that you don't have to be guarded. But if you continue to guard and you continue to keep these to percentage, to give me the percentage, to give me the, well, let's see how well you can do it. Yeah, don't, after a while, don't get frustrated with the fact when you look back and be like, no, that could have probably been a really good relationship had I not been fearful, had not have made so many excuses, and I would have just took these walls down. Because what ends up happening, you meet somebody else because you met somebody that was good. You let your walls down for that next person, and that next person hits you hard. And then now you want to go back to the person who was nice, right?
That person is on.
But that person is gone.
That person is on Instagram with their new boo, going places, doing things, all the things that you want to do, all the things that you wanted in a person. That person is doing with somebody else because the approach that you had with them was, it wasn't with love. It wasn't a great presentation. You sent your representative to protect you, but you got protected, all right. You put up those orange barrels in the detour signs, and that's what they saw, and they went on and moved to somebody else who was ready to do exactly what you wanted to do. Now, again, let's get the scripture. Let's get the scripture first before we get into that. We're going to go back to the same scripture we have for the other talking points. That's Romans 8:25. You want to read that, Harlan Brown? All of it correctly with all the words.
If we hope for what we do not yet have, we wait for it patiently.
Right. Presentation, approach it with love, approach it with positiveness, approach it with the spirit that God has given you, approach it with embracing the journey, embracing it, and you'll see the results are going to be good for you. Now, you can't control the other person. You can only control what you put out there. But a lot of times when you put good out there, you get good back. But you got to focus and you got to put it out. You got to put your good to someone who deserves the good, to someone who's for you and compatible with you. And you won't know that until you take that leap of faith to put yourself out there to know that this is done. You could be fine. You could have worked yourself. You got these self-help books. You got the heart to heart journey to Unconditional Love Podcast. You got any other podcast you're looking at, relationship. You got all these good tidbits you took. But again, you don't know what you have until you get tested.
You're not applying any of it. You're storing up like for winter, and winter never gets here because you keep storing. You're storing and you're storing and you're storing. And I got all of this great information and I got all of these things,
Yeah.
and I'm not even testing the waters. Like I'm not even going out to sea. Like
Yeah.
I'm at home I can be in a perfect relationship with me, be the perfect
Yeah.
person for me, doing
Yeah.
everything solo. But the whole purpose of understanding yourself, and the best test that you can have is when you connect with somebody else.
Yeah.
That shows you who you are. That shows you where the
Definitely.
work needs to be done. That
Definitely.
shows you what the reality is of what you're actually putting out into the world.
Yeah.
Because if you don't interact with anybody else and you're doing it in your own mindset, then what my uncle used to say, oh, you see that person, they're a legend in their own mind, which means they're a legend for them. Like
Yeah.
they're walking around like I got it together, but you
Yeah.
got it together in your head, but you're not actually seeing what it is that you're putting out there,
Exactly.
right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah. That, and
be in
that's
the
some
inflow
barrels and
about
the
putting it out
detour
there.
signs that you can't see that other people see in you. So I know
Right.
our time is up. I'm gonna give you the last words. You got any last words you want to say? I know I
I
always say
just
I'm gonna give you the
say
last words, right?
just go for it. Just if this is something that you want, put your guards down. Have faith to know that
Yeah.
if
Yeah.
it's not for you, God is not even going to let that
Let's
be.
get in there.
So I got enough faith to know I can go for something and be like
Yeah.
gun ho for it, but it
Yeah.
does
Yeah.
everything is blocking me, and I'm like, okay, well maybe this is not it. But
Yeah.
at least I had the audacity to say I'm gonna try it. You
Yeah.
gotta
Well,
try
you're
it
not
because
gonna
if you
try it.
don't,
You're not gonna try it because
what?
you're
Just
gonna
do
be in
it.
the same place. So
Right.
don't try it. Just do it.
Just do it.
And we're gonna end on that note again. Just we're not telling you this is ironclad, whatever, but pray to God.
Absolutely.
Have that faith in God. And then when you have that faith in God, you can take that leap of faith. Your approach in a positive manner. Be positive about it, and don't put up the orange barrels or the detour signs. Don't
It's
give them a single
exhausting.
lane. Don't give them a single lane. Have multiple lanes open because that's how you attract people. That's how your approach to a relationship is going to be successful just because of those things that you've done. So I know we got to get out of here. And you know what I say when we got to get out of
Can
here?
I
Okay.
get one? Can I
Yeah.
get one thing? Because you
Okay.
said those road signs and it just came to me.
Okay.
In the beginning, when you go ahead and you say you're going to go ahead and do something, and you kind of pull back some of your road signs because you ain't putting them all away. You got some of your road signs in there, and then you give that person a path to be thinking that this could work. Don't get to a dead end. Don't put your dead end sign up. Okay, this is as far as
Ah,
I'm going. I'm not going any further. This is all I can give you.
yeah.
Don't The dead end sign is just as bad as the roadblocks getting there. So
Yeah.
I just wanted to say that.
All right. So she said it. Y'all heard it. Here we go. Here we go. Trying to do something will keep you in your same place. But when you actually do something, your place has no limitations. I am your host, the late bloomer. That is my co-host, Harlan Brown. And we see you next week.
See you next week.
Yeah.
Yes, yes, yes. Okay.